Right now on Primetime,
The Walking Dead isn't the only place that has zombies. Why several neighborhoods in the Charlotte area are dealing with their own zombie invasion. It's the new treatment that's helping these dogs heal faster than ever before. Plus, what do Walmart, multi-million-dollar jets, and the future of a local airport all have in common? The answer is straight ahead on My Fox Carolina's Primetime.
Hey, hey, Carolinas. Hey, hey, Carolinas.
Good evening, I'm Barbara Lash, and thank you for joining us tonight. Foreclosed homes are becoming zombies, not the kind from the movies, of course. Joe Bruno explains the trouble trend that is happening all over Charlotte.
From a distance, the house looks normal.
I think it's the bank's fault, though. The bank gave money away for free like it was candy.
But no one is home, and no one will be coming home.
Lady across the street, she left. Basically, she was feeling unsafe in the neighborhood, and she was also tired of paying a mortgage.
Joe Mashburn lives near two houses that are called zombies, foreclosed homes that are vacant with their fate in the bank. This house isn't alone. Nearly a quarter of foreclosed houses in the Charlotte area are vacant.
Sometimes it's almost embarrassing to go in.
Daniel Papandrea is a realtor. He isn't surprised at the amount of zombie homes.
When it comes down to letting a house go for nothing, they can say, you know what, we'll sit on this thing for a while because it's on our balance sheet, it's on our books. And the longer we hold it there, we don't have to show the loss.
According to data from Realty Track, 21% of foreclosed houses are zombies.
Banks need to inform the homeowner that they're not going to foreclose, and the homeowner then can potentially come back and continue living in the property.
As for Mashburn, he hopes the banks will make the zombies go away, but is fearful the is here to stay.
These houses are probably going to stay empty forever at this point.
For more information on zombie foreclosures, visit our website, myfoxcarolinas.com.
Around the last 10 years, South End has been continuously developing, but not all of South End has caught up. That is, until now. It's out with the old and in with the new at Sedgefield Shopping Center.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Reese Dowd Starnes has been cutting hair for 44 years.
It took me a while to find out what I liked, and now that I like it, I don't want to quit.
He's been happy to call the Sedgefield Shopping Center his home for his entire career. He's seen a lot of changes in that time.
About 7 acres across the street, directly in front of my shop, and they're just spreading all over Charlotte.
Reese says his favorite moments are talking to his customers right here in this chair. But soon the 83-year-old will have to pack up and find a new place to set up shop.
They said I could stay here till the end of October if I wanted to, and I feel free to leave today.
The shopping center is being torn down to make way for a more modern strip mall.
The existing retail, if you drive down there, it's dated. It needs renovation.
Tonight, plans were formally unveiled for the center.
Grocery-anchored retail with shops that front along South Boulevard. We've been working closely with Harris Teeter to come up with a design and a building function that will be unique to Sedgefield.
The Harris Teeter will have food, alcohol, and outdoor seating, but not everyone is thrilled about the changes.
I'm seeing all this development taking place in the South End and Dilworth and other places, and there's a flavor that's also starting to be missing from the neighborhood itself.
We can't just have big flashy developments because the mom and pops will always.
Developers say they will try to keep the stores non-commercial.
Create along that stretch a uniqueness of retailers to the area, not something that you can go to South Park or Midtown and catch the same place.
And Reese says he doesn't mind getting the boot. He's going to take his talents to the Wjzy Barbershop.
I'll be glad to get in a new place because this one's run down.
Construction will begin in February of next year and is expected to last around 2 years. We want to know what you think. Head to our Facebook page, Fox 46 Carolinas, and leave us a comment.
Rob?
81 degrees outside right now, Barbara, but the key to our evening and really our entire day today is that number right there. The temperature tells you how hot it is. Dew point tells you how humid it is. This time yesterday we were up around 70. Bottom line, it's a little less humid out there, and because of that, I've got nothing to show you on the radar but the radar beams themselves. You'd see 1 or 2 sprinkles out there that tried to develop, and they quickly were squashed by the drier, stable atmosphere, so really nothing to speak of on the radar whatsoever out there today. That will change, though, unfortunately, as we head into tomorrow. I wish I could say the weekend looks completely dry. That is not going to be the case. Drier air, the result of a cold front that pushed just barely south of us today, but that is starting already to retreat back to the north. And behind that, winds will start to shift around more towards the east and southeast. And we're going to see a very persistent wind blowing in off of the Atlantic just about all weekend long, beginning tomorrow and lasting through the weekend. And with that easterly wind, we're going to see a lot of moisture off of the Atlantic, so that means the humidity creeps back up there, and also means we have more fuel for the afternoon showers and thunderstorms. I was hoping we'd squeeze out one more dry day tomorrow, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Mostly clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. No problems as you're heading out the door tomorrow, but beginning by the afternoon, early afternoon hours tomorrow, we'll start to see a couple of pop-up afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the mountains, but head towards 6, 7 o'clock dinner time, whenever one's coming home from work and heading out, those showers and thunderstorms will start to become a little bit more widespread. So pretty good chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, and unfortunately that continues all the way through the weekend. Though overnight tonight, partly cloudy skies, the wind shifting around, and it's that wind shift that helps to bring in that stormier atmosphere, and that's what we're looking at as we head into the upcoming weekend. Temperature-wise, pretty close to normal through the weekend, right around 87. Closer to the low 90s, though, as we head into the early part of next week. Saturday and Sunday could be a little bit more interesting weather-wise. We'll talk a bit more about that as we head into the next half hour, but in general, look for a couple of afternoons over the next 3 days. Barbara?
All right.
I
love that
surprised.
show.
Every night, Brett comes up with the best music.
I used to
don't know
love
why I'm
that
surprised.
show. Do you believe in aliens?
Well, that's a complicated question. I believe there's life on other planets. Let's go with that.
I think it was an alien that took the picture of the android that the android said was a selfie.
Oh, the Mars rover
yeah.
selfie? Yeah, so you think there's actually some alien on
An
Mars
alien
that snapped that for him?
that took a picture
well,
of,
it would make it a
of the
lot
rover.
easier. Yeah, selfies are hard.
That's what he told me when I interviewed him last night.
Oh, yeah. He did have a one-on-one with him last night.
Yeah, Rover told me some good stuff. Anyway, there's a brand new science exhibit opening Saturday that explores robots, androids, and the possibility of discovering alien life.
Does that mean I'll get Commander Data from Star Trek?
There's a very good possibility.
Excellent. John Dick might know. He was able to get a sneak peek. Here's the story.
Are we alone in this universe? The latest exhibit at Discovery Place is Alien Worlds and Androids. And it explores, among other things, the possibilities of extraterrestrials.
We thought it was a great mashup of science fiction and science fact and looking at the interplay between them.
The exhibit is full of aliens, androids, and there's even a cyborg.
When you talk about cyborgs, we're at that point somewhat. People who now have myoelectrical arms or are using now in development exoskeletons for spinal injuries to walk. I mean, some of those things that were science fiction 10, 15 years ago that you're starting to see as reality through science, engineering, and technology.
There's all kinds of things in the exhibit to keep the kids entertained, like the Turing test, which determines whether a machine is capable of giving intelligent answers human would. Also, they have robot arms to play with. Then there's this guy.
And my Semok name is
What language is that?
Semok.
Chef Philippe is a Frenchman who was abducted by aliens living in the Andromeda Galaxy because they wanted his French cuisine.
They speak with a voice that is not easy for a human to understand. They also have 3 mouths. And they have not learned to say please and thank you.
So when you visit Alien Worlds and Androids, you can also learn a little bit about space travel and cooking.
I do not know exactly how long it takes. I do not understand the propulsion system, but I know that I must cook and stew the meat for 9 days.
After taking a ride on the Curiosity rover and searching for evidence of alien life on Mars, be sure to chat up Chef Philippe.
You know, after hearing your story, obviously we're not alone here.
Oh, we are not alone. There are many different species inhabiting all of the galaxies.
I'm not sure if Chef Philippe is science fiction or science fact, but quite frankly, his backstory is convincing. For more information about the exhibit, visit myfoxcarolinas.com.